Hello everyone, Clay Jones here, Foxx Disc Golf, with my lovely commentary partner, Michelle Jones.
Hello, everybody.
7th Annual Chain Hawk Open Pro Weekend.
Woohoo!
Dynamic Discs in the house, CNS, all our awesome sponsors.
So many of them.
So
It's a wonderful event.
Many. Thanks everybody for sponsoring us. You guys really helped make this happen. And here we go.
Yeah, starting out round 3, Chris Dickerson is 21 down. Calvin Heimburg is 17 down. Colin Forehand 17 down as well. And Cole Wehrheim is 15 down.
I'd like to thank Charlie Boris for helping us out. Circle 1, you the man, Charlie. 307, everything's in B position. This day was shot with the drone footage on a very sunny, beautiful day. The day of the tournament.
Not so sunny and not so beautiful.
No, not so much.
It was still beautiful.
Oh, it was beautiful, but not the weather.
We had a lot of rain we were dealing with.
Chris Dickerson's going to have the pad here on hole 1. And unfortunately, we had to fire that catch cam guy right off the bat.
He missed the first
Yeah, that
shot.
guy. I don't know. So I took over the camera. I got this next shot. Don't worry, guys. I saved the day. Calvin's got backhand going down there. It's just a little tight, little high. Caught some stuff, and it
right in the puddle.
plonked down in the little mini pond there.
Northside is very wet when it's wet.
Yeah, it doesn't hold water very well. Colin Forehand, hometown guy, back in Gainesville to play in the Chain Hawk Open. He's got one hyzered out looking good. He's going to get some wet skip. Yeah, he got past the puddle and, yeah, almost got the camera guy there. Oh, now everybody knows it's me, but here's our buddy Cole. Check out Cole and Kobe on the South Florida Open.
Yeah, the coverage, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they did some great commentary. Cole got one hyzered up a little quick, and he wound up in the junk over there, so he's got a lot of stuff in between him and the basket, really, there. There's a little wall of stuff, so he's going to be first, and he's going to have to straddle out and kind of pitch shot up there. The basket is up on a hill, so you can get pretty far away from the basket pretty quick if you don't watch it.
Right off the bat, Calvin's got to stand in a big puddle.
Yeah, don't worry about those dry feet. That's over.
Yeah, that's over.
Go ahead and get that over. That was over in practice. I think everybody was a wet rat before it even started. So.
Well, yeah. And it was either that or move back, another 100 feet back there?
Yeah, he could have taken casual or relief, like back to Alachua.
But instead, he'll take his birdie.
Yeah, instead he just takes the birdie, no problem. Calvin drains the 30-foot wet putt. Boom. Chris
Very
also
nice.
with nice birdie, man. That one's right down the middle. Yeah, Colin wound up about 22 or so out and got one to stay, so good job. And Cole will be the lone par guy on that one, so.
But I tell you what, it doesn't seem like the rain is really bothering these guys all that much.
No, there's some good disc golf right here. These are some very good disc golfers.
I would say so.
They've played in the rain before, so. Hole 2 is 369. OB right, the ditch. It's not OB long of the basket, but it's a little bit of trouble just because it's lower than the basket back there, and there is a little wall of trees. If you get through there, it's sometimes hard to get back to the basket. So basically want to hang one out over the ditch and just get it to get around all the little cedars and the other little trees that are inbounds, and then come back, hyzer back inbounds, probably about 340, and then just skip into the basket. That's really what you want. Chris got his cool hide the disc in the under the shirt technique going all day, so that was pretty interesting.
No, it was just so wet.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own techniques to deal with the weather, so.
His seems to work.
Yeah, it worked pretty good. He hyzed up a little early and got a good skip over to the A position, but we're playing B position, so he's about 50 out probably, maybe a little bit more. We turned down the sound today because it was very loud with the rain hitting all of the umbrellas, but we had to hold umbrellas over the camera sometimes. Just it was raining so much, but we actually came out with some really good footage. I'm proud of my camera crew.
It was challenging.
Yeah, it was challenging
Yes.
for sure. Calvin's got one ripped out. Oh man, he just put a little bit too much juice on it. He might have had that skip ace we were talking about. Great throw. Colin's going to take the hoodie off and Just see if he can crush one down there. Looks like he might have held on to that one a little bit, and he sort of gets over there into that tree out of bounds and kicked back. So he's going to have an upshot.
Not exactly what he was looking for on that hole, but...
Nah. I mean, this hole's 369. It's not like it's right there, but, you know, it's very reachable. So Cole's got one crushing down the ditch, looking good. Got around everything, skipped up. Very nice shot.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Yeah, he's going to have about 20 foot maybe for the birdie. Oh, look at that. Fancy. Yeah. Thanks again, Ian, for all your help.
And it was super cool that Dynamic was there selling umbrellas.
Yeah, that worked out. Yeah, their umbrella game was pretty strong. Very nice upshot there by Colin. So he'll be able to tap in for his 3. Chris got a run at it. I want to say he's about 50. Man, what a good run. Have to settle for the 3. Calvin's going to have to straddle out, use that big long frame, no problem, and he's out there, got a pretty decent look at it. Oh, yeah.
Very nice putt.
Very nice. And Cole looks like he's straight in front of the basket, maybe 20 out. Great putt. It's a little mini death putt there for sure. You can see it drops off behind the basket. And that's a nice save. Chris going to jog over and try to get his 3. Just have to take par. And that's got hole 2 in the books.
Yippers.
Well, Calvin and Cole get the 2s. 3 and 3 for the other 2 guys. We'll move on to hole 3. Hole 3 is 325 in this position. You got to make it through this initial gap, and then there's a few new planted trees and one a little bit bigger other tree. If you hyzer in front of those or a little bit over or under them, then you're okay. And you got to skip over there.
Long can be a little treacherous.
Yeah, it's a little drop off behind the basket again. Calvin is leading off on hole 3. Got one crushing down there. He's calling for it to come back. Looks like he's got a... Yeah, he's got a little...
Right.
Yeah, it drifted down a little bit, but he's fine.
No problem.
No problem. Cole looks like he's going to go backhand as well on this one. Yeah, he's got one crushing through. Look out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a great shot.
I think he'll take that.
Yep. That new camera guy's in good position right there. That was a great shot. Chris is going to line up a backhand as well here. It's pretty common. It's not really much of a forehand route for right-handers through here. At this position anyway. And he's got one through the gap. Man, that one looks good as well. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great shot. Colin's going to step up, see if he can follow suit. And everybody else is looking pretty tasty down there, so he's wanting to keep pace for sure. He's got one away, and it's looking good. Just
get over there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, man. Those are some great drives.
Yeah, this hole seemed pretty easy for these guys.
Absolutely. I want to say everybody's within 20 feet or so, maybe even, maybe a little less.
Should get a bunch of birds.
Yeah, looks like Calvin's maybe 15 out, so he's going first. So I think everybody was within 15 or so. Great job. Great job, everybody.
Great job, everybody.
Yep. Easy peasy right there, no problem. Chris got the basket above him a little bit here, but really basically unobstructed. There you go, no problem for Chris. Colin's gonna step up just inside of that flat ground, and he looks like he's maybe 8 out. Boom.
Birdie, 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 birdie.
Yeah, man. Cole got the CTP, and he's maybe 6 feet out. So those are some fantastic drives, guys. Hole 3. Should have set the fireworks off on this one. All right. Hole 3, the killer. Hole 4 is 310. Hey, say hey to Brandy at Wildflowers Yoga when you guys go get your yoga on.
Yeah, you gotta get your yoga on.
Yeah. Hole 4 is down there. You got a couple trees to get through off the bat, and there's a wall of trees on the right, and then the basket is tucked around in there into the woods. We're gonna do our little groovy, flashy flyover here and creep up on the basket a little bit. I had to leave. I know. I had to leave it in. It was so cool looking. So enjoy. There's your basket. Yeah. So, see a variety of shots here. These guys are going to go backhand, quite a few of them. So it's very interesting to see how they sort of approach this shot differently.
Not the route you take, Clay Jones?
Not me. I go with a little flicky flick in there on this position. Calvin didn't do so well. He sort of dropped that one a little bit, slipped out probably, and caught that second bunch of trees on the left down there, and he's going to have an up shot. Cole's gone the preferred route here, but he just misreleased, caught a little bit of stuff up high, and hyzered in a little early there, so he's going to have a through the woods kind of a sort of up sort of a putt shot. It's kind of going to be iffy. Chris going to go backhand. It's going up kind of high looking, but man, it's sort of flipped up, and
ooh, that got right through there.
Man, yeah, I think it caught one little tiny something there and kicked right towards the basket. Gave it a good run. He's only about 15, maybe 17 past the basket, so great shot.
Yeah.
Colin's going backhand too. He's got something flipped over there, crushing at it. Just got a little low on him, a little flipped over, and he's gonna have to go through the stuff. A lot of palmettos over there, so yeah, it looks like Calvin wound up about, I don't know, 85 out or so.
Yeah, he'll have to pitch up there.
Yeah, he's just throwing it up there at the basket and sort of grinding up.
That works. It's right at the opening.
Yep. That's where he kind of tried to be. You know, that's where I kind of play for off the drive, off the tee pad.
Yeah.
You can see Cole, he's sort of tucked up in there, and Cole's a pretty big fella, tall guy, and he's got to look up over those palmettos. So you see he's got sort of a up putt kind of a, yeah.
That was really close.
Gave it a good run, man, and he's right by the basket, so you can get into some trouble sort of going this route through here, get a little plinko-y. You can see right there from that sort of reverse angle that Colin's got, you know, a lot of those pines to deal with, and you can hit one of those pretty quick and get kind of ugly. There is OB right of Colin's shot, but very rarely gets out over here, so Colin wound up about, I don't know, 15 or so past.
Very nice, Calvin.
Nice save for Calvin. Ooh, man.
Oh.
Maybe a little slippery putter there. Just a unfortunate miss. Chris from a similar distance, maybe just a little less obstructed. This thing is tucked in there, let me tell you. I mean, you can be 6 feet away and still kind of have to do some funky stuff to this basket, so. Yeah, this one's definitely in the woods.
Yeah, I've taken some numbers on this hole before. Look, I came out with Gracie in the Marvelous Metal Basket Coloring Book Edition. So fun. Can't wait to get it in the hands of every kid we know.
And adults like to color too.
Oh yeah, I like to color.
Alright, that was hole 4. Chris got the lone 2 on that one. Colin had to take the 4. So we will move on to hole 5. This is one of the bigger holes on the course. It's 403 in this position. There's OB Creek in front of the basket, and there's OB Ditch to the right of the fairway. Then there's OB right and behind the basket. So
it's a very challenging hole.
Yeah,
it's really one of my favorites there.
Absolutely. There's some trouble to be had here. You can hit that tree early, but then once you get past that, past the ditch and everything, you still got a little bit of stuff to get to the basket. You can see it popped in back there. The OB is probably about 25, 35 maybe 35 feet past the basket now. So Chris gives a little wind check. Looks like he's a little behind the back over the right shoulder a little bit. So kind of ideal for driving this hole right now, really. Yeah, Chris got one crushed out looking good. Looks a little low, but it's right in there.
Skip up there.
He got a decent skip off there. He's going to be long look, you know.
Yeah, he got some trees early there. But
yeah, he'll be 70 or so out for sure. Calvin has one of the biggest arms in the game, so distance at 403 is not a problem for him.
No.
He's probably got like a little putter there or something he's throwing.
Oh, that's a lovely looking shot.
Oh man, that was headed right at the basket. Hit that last big laurel oak there and kind of crushed him down past it a little bit. But
he's still just outside the circle.
Yeah,
or something, right?
He's right there. He's got a good look at it. Cole has the distance to get there too. He's got one up high, flipped over a little bit. It doesn't look like he likes that one.
Oh no!
Yeah, you can tell by his body language there. He didn't like that one right off the bat. So a little bit of OB. So he'll have to fight for it there. Colin has thrown this shot many times. He was a local around here for quite a while, so got one up high, looking pretty good.
Go. Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was so close.
Yeah, let's take another little look at that. A little quick drive, and then watch a little bit of slow down replay here, man. Oh my goodness, that was so close.
Man.
Beautiful try, Colin.
I don't see many aces on hole 5.
Yeah, we almost saw one there.
Really close.
Yeah, we almost saw one there. Beautiful shot. Yeah, Cole had to pitch up. He'll just have to tap out for his 4 there. Chris with a big, nice hyzery run. Oh, man, that was... Let's have another look at that one. Oh.
These guys are so good.
Oh, man. Some nice runs. All right, Calvin still got a nice opportunity at a 2 here. I want to say he's about 32, 33, right on the edge of the circle, probably. Boom.
Nice bird.
Beautiful, man. So Calvin with the 2, everybody else putted out.
Colin
Excuse
with the 2
me,
as
Calvin
well.
and Colin with the 2 as well. Yeah, Cole had to take 4 on that one, and Chris wound up putting out, taking the 3. So, oh man, the gauntlet hole, 342 feet. It's like crazy hard to get there, and then once you do get there, it's just barricaded in a little guard shack.
It's very challenging.
Oh,
it's
man.
a very technical hole.
I just try to throw my Mako up to probably around that rock. Just sort of make a putt, you know. That was the anti-ace skip rock in the other position. If you hit that right there, you can skip it in, but the rock is there to torture you if you have a good shot. And
He lands right around the rock.
that's a great shot, man. The rock is what you want to throw at, really. The rock has been moved a few times over the years, but it always gets moved back, so don't break your backs, guys. It's going to be back if you move it again, so. Colin got one going down the middle. I think he had a little early release or something there happen. He might have caught that first tree, and he's going to wind up super short, so he was going to have an upshot. Chris looking to pierce one right down the middle. That's what most people do. Garrett Gerthy goes up over the road over there, but none of us are Garrett Gerthy, so y'all just forget about that shot, okay? Chris got one crushing right down the middle, looking great. Yeah, he's got one down there. He's a little bit short of where he would like to be, but he's still got a good straight run at it. Yeah, again, there's OB left of the hole now where the little creek is, and OB right of this hole, so you can definitely add up a quick little number on the sky. Cole wound up a little bit off to the right of the fairway, so he'll have a little kind of a funky look. Colin wound up with some weird footing. He sort of backed up against a tree. This can be a tough shot.
Oh, he's behind the tree, but he can probably make a putt from there.
Yeah, that's not bad. He's probably about 10 or 15 from there.
Cole pitches his up beautifully.
Beautiful little pitch out, straddly kind of a great shot. Very innovative. Chris got a pretty straight look at it. Yeah, he's sitting right by it. Didn't have much of a window there. Calvin with the same look, but he's much closer, probably right at the edge of the circle. Boom.
Right.
Just pitches it right in. Have another little look at that one.
Beautiful putt.
That's what you want to do. That one's not coming out. That was buttery.
Yeah, so
Great
Calvin
putt.
will take the lone 2 to tighten the gap there.
Very nice too. Here we go on hole 7. It's 315 in this position. There's a little bit of trouble over there because there's a pond there that is OB, so not only can you lose a stroke, but you can lose your disc really quick in this little tiny pond.
Yeah, it's one of those that'll eat it. You
Yeah.
might not find it for a while.
Or ever. So the basket's right there and the pond's right there, so it's very obtainable, but you know, also trouble is looming. And this is a good looking shot. Just all you gotta do is play the water.
Skip it off the water.
Yeah, just skip it off the water and boom. We'll take a little quick pop up look at that one.
That's the way you played Northside.
Yeah, man. Just break out your water skip game. Colin's going to go backhand. He's got one going right at it. Flipped over. A little weaving through the trees. Circles, yeah, circle's edge. Maybe a little outside.
Toward the water, though, so it's a little tough, but...
Yeah, a little bit of a death putt there, but he's got a good run at it. Chris is going to go the way I like to go with the old flick here, and going to pull that heavily guarded disc from underneath the rainproof shirt.
Hey, you know, you got to keep the moisture out somehow.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You learn some techniques watching these guys do this stuff. His rain game is very different from his dry game. He's got one coming at the camera guy, and he pops out of the way, and there you go.
Got
On the
himself
edge as
about
well.
A 30-foot, yeah. Nice.
Cole's got a nice looking flick going down there. Oh yeah, he got a nice little skip and a little grind up to the basket. He's going to be about maybe 30, maybe 28. Colin, yeah, he looks like he's just a little bit outside here. Great putt.
Oh no!
Bad result.
I feel like blaming the basket on that one.
It was wet, and it was a little bit on the left and a little bit high, but it went through the chains, so that's a drag. And that one's nice and smoothly laid in there. Cole looks like he's got about 20 or so, 22 maybe. Great birdie.
No problem for him.
Calvin was standing right by the basket checking the CTP, and I'm not sure he got it, so yeah, I don't think he moved it there, so. Some great drives.
It's a 3 out of the 4 of them take twos on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Colin too, because he really made a good putt there.
I know, right? Totally unfair.
Yeah, hole 8, man. It's 277 in this position, and there's 3 routes. You can go straight up the middle, right or left route. So
I love this hole.
yeah, just don't hit that tree. Keep going.
Got the opportunity to skip one in if you take that right side route or left side route if you're a flicker. It's super fun.
You just gotta avoid those palmettos that are short of the basket. Really, if you get behind those, you sort of have to get out and over and around them. So Calvin's got one out, coming back in, looking pretty good. A little bit deep. He's up in the open area though, so he's got a clear run at the basket. Maybe on the edge. Yeah,
he should be fine.
Chris is up next. Gonna go the flick route. You gotta go a little lower, miss some stuff, and then you gotta hyzer back in relatively quickly, and hope for a good skip, because you can get some roots over there. And once you get back into these pine trees, the ground play is a little iffy because you get rooted. And Chris,
he didn't like that one very much, did
you
he?
read that body language. That doesn't look good. He actually wound up hole high and hyzered back in, but he just hung it out a little bit. And
out a little wide.
yeah, he's going to be out there about 60 or so away. So Cole's going to go see if he can show him how to do this flick route. He's got one grind in a little bit early. Just got a little bit early on him, and man, that thing took a hook, man. That thing was a straight up meat hook right there. But he'll still have a little looky at it.
He's good at those long putts.
Yeah, that's his comfort zone out there. See what Colin's going to go. He's going to go right or down the middle. He goes to the right route, and he's going to try to get something to hyzer back in. I want to say he wound up bouncing a little early off something and
caught something early.
Yeah,
Good.
couldn't really get it on the catch cam that great, so we kind of left it along there. But he'll have to go down and sort of scramble a little bit. Chris is actually out further than him, so I guess he wasn't as bad as we thought.
Oh.
Chris actually gave it a pretty good run. Oh, well, Colin wound up pretty good actually right there. Yeah, it was just a low worm burner. We didn't really catch it on the catch cam. Oh,
again.
Another unfortunate putt, man. That one was a little bit left. Bang, no problem for Calvin, man. Sweet birdie right there.
You can see all the camera people in that one.
No, they're everywhere. That's some dedication to disc golf when you're out filming other people in the rain.
Yeah. Using GoPros to...
Yeah, and forgot to mention that we were pretty much all GoPros and our phones, waterproof phones. So.
Yeah, in the rain. What can you do?
Man, it was something. Hang in there, though. We're hopefully about to get a bunch of new camera equipment and smooth things out a little bit for you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, for real. Calvin with the lone 2 on hole 8. That's nice to get one on the whole card. That's going to put him within 1 stroke of Chris. So.
Yeah, he's catching him. This is some really quality disc golf.
It's getting tight. Hole 9, 350. We're headed back towards the center of everything, and this one you gotta beat a couple little gaps right off the bat. Then it opens up to the left route. And there you can see the basket. There's also a wooded route on the right-hand route, basically. You just got to get through that initial gap, flip something to the right, and get it to hook up and stay underneath everything. But generally, people stay out to the more open area to the left. And Calvin's going through the woods, and he catches a little something. Yeah, there's...
At least he's still out there in the open. He's got to look at it.
Yeah, and it kicks you back out usually if you get over there. So it's kind of... It's a risk for sure, but... You just got to get through that initial gap and then stay low enough to flip with some power. So... You got to throw it pretty hard, so that tends to make you pull it a little bit or let go a little bit. So it's a tough route. Chris going that same route. He's got one a little bit lower. And did not get catch cam on that one, so we'll have to see what happened when we get up there. Cole's got backhand going. Looks a little high, and I want to say he caught some stuff and kicked down relatively early too. Colin's going to do a last minute dry off and get at least one little dry spot he can get some grip on and see if he can crush this one down there. Colin's got a nice looking low grinder. Doesn't look too happy about it though, so.
It caught a little stuff early there.
Yeah, I think he caught that early tree and bounced back right there, you can see. So he's got a pretty substantial distance to go here. I want to say he's still about 225 or 250 out. He grinds one down a little early, man. He's going to have to get up and over to save there, so that's going to be tough.
Yeah, tough hole. All right.
Yeah, Cole with a nice little save, so that looks pretty good. Calvin's got a good looking putt here. He's probably right on the edge of the circle. Nothing in the way, really, so he's got a really good look. Ooh, just a little short.
Just a little low.
Cage rattler for sure. Chris just a little bit inside of that. Looks like the rain started coming back down a little harder at this point. Oh, right over the top. Gave it a beefy run, though.
Yeah.
That beefy run's going to leave Chris still out, but he's only about 12 or so, maybe 14, so should be a pretty easy 3 for Chris. A little bit of movement back there, a little bit of rain, though. You never want to take these for granted, so he takes his time, and, you know.
That's why he's so good. He's a smart player.
Yeah, you got to take your time. They all count.
Oh, goodness.
Cole just got a little bit outside. He's going to have to settle for the bogey on that one. Tough hole for those guys, but, you know, just got to bounce back and move on to hole 10.
And hole 9 can do that to you sometimes.
Yeah, hole 9's rough. But if they were all easy, it wouldn't be any fun. Yeah, couple 3s, couple 4s on that one, so still got that 1-stroke lead there, and Colin and Cole battling it out as well. So hole 10, we didn't really get any drone footage. It had a little funkiness to it, so we got 402 running straight down the middle. Basket's tucked back in there a little bit as well, and Calvin had a pretty decent run. He got about halfway down there and caught some stuff, so he's going to have a little upshot at it. Chris is going to go down the right side. This is, again, one of the deals where there's 3 ways to get there. And
I like that right side gap. It's tight, but once you get through there, you can just kind of skip it over to the left a little bit.
Yeah, I try to just miss those palmettos to the right there in that right gap with my destroyer or something like that, little stable disc. And I try to crush it down there and get pretty close. But Chris has got one. He just hung it out a little bit wide and got over on it, caught some stuff. He's still got down there in a good spot, though. He's over there floating with 8's fairway. Excuse me, I think that's 9's fairway. Yeah, you see the basket we popped in there. It's in a little jailhouse back there. So Chris is going to have a couple guys to beat to get in there. So Cole looks like he's sort of lining up down the middle. They come at an angle and crush it down there. And he got a little bit more left than he wanted to. And maybe dropped it a little bit.
Oh, look out, guys.
Yeah, he's messing around with 16's fairway over there, and
he'll be over there in the bushes a little bit, but
yeah, there's actually a lane over there to get to that basket, so it's not that bad. Colin's got a nice low worm burner going straight down the middle, and he doesn't look too happy. That one caught a tree pretty early, and he's going to have a little upshot, and here he is having to deal with that. He's got some unlevel footing here, which always going to make you release a little low like that, a little early. So he's still going to have some up and down work to do for sure. Cole's kind of on the edge, man. He's got a nice flick out there, though, and he's going to actually make a great upshot here.
Yeah, little tree to contend with, but I think he's got that putt. Yeah,
he's pretty close. You see Colin wound up relatively far away still. This is his 3rd shot, so he's going to get one close. And man, that one kicked out, and that's a very negative reaction by that tree. So he's still going to be on the edge of the circle for his 4. So He's still got some work to do. Calvin's going to go with a little pitch save shot here, and very well done. Kind of ran through there and missed everything somehow. Chris worked his way down in there. He's just got sort of a putt up shot. Just wants to get it in there if he can. And he caught that one late last tree, but he's got a good shot. Yeah, Colin, he's right on the edge of the circle, man. So, ooh, nicely done. A 4 is so much better than a 5.
Yes, yes it is. I bet he'll take it, even though I'm sure he's not thrilled.
Yeah. Calvin, this is going to be for his 3. He's got a decent little look here. He's 20 out maybe at the max and nothing in his way, so. A little high, but hey, pops right down in there, so no problem. He'll take the 3. Chris has got a nice look for his 3 here, so that was a great upshot.
Yep.
All right, Colin with the 4. Everybody else going to par it. Thanks a lot, guys. This is it for this section, and we'll be back soon as possible.
Yes, for the final portion of this round. Special thanks to Ian and Ryan and Courtney Riejo and Chris Clark and Tyler Searle and your whole crew and all the Chain Hawks. You guys are the best.
Yeah, have a happy new year, everybody.